Yeah, there we go. We are live now also, so you can see me if you go on Twitter and go to JavaScript Jam. You'll see the video streaming live there. You'll also hear us in the spaces here. Yeah, obviously there's going to be more participation for you here in the space, which is great. But you'll be able to see me live. I am on a rooftop right now in React Miami. We're here down here in Miami for React Miami, and super excited about that. On the rooftop right now, looking over the bay here behind me. Yeah, what a view. It's crazy. Super excited. Welcome, Facundo. There you are, brother. Let me invite you up here to speak. All right. Very good. I'm just finagling and finessing with everything up here I've got set up. So I was going to try and use because there, Mac has that new thing where you can use your other camera, your phone as a camera, right? Very easily. And so like if you go to video fix, but for some reason it's not pulling in, and that's okay. Not a big deal. I still got the computer, the laptop camera going. So better than nothing, folks. Better than nothing. It is a little top tier internet at the hotel, but I see the screen keeps cutting in and out for the video, so it might not be that great. But
There's some changes in my flights, but
See ya.
Thank you. Sorry, can you hear me okay?
yeah, we can hear you great.
That's super clear.
Amazing.
Way clearer than Scott.
Seriously, is it that bad?
But it's sure that I don't have that amazing view.
You're good. That's true. Yeah, you got that rooftop. Cool. Do you want to talk a little bit about your company and what you do there and your role specifically there?
Yeah, sure. Well, Storyblock is a headless content management system. Basically, the tool helps editors, marketers, users to create content and manage that content in different ways. The idea of, well, the Storyblock and any headless content management system is that you can technology or framework to create your website. So you can create your content using, well, in the case of a Servlog, the Servlog application is basically an admin panel where you have a lot of functionalities and features that you can use to make the content creation process easier, faster, and better. Exchanging, like for instance, feedback or messages with other users that are also creating content in the same project that you are. And after you created all the content, and you can organize that content and structure the content with a component approach, you can then use that content in the front end of your application. That can be a website, can be a mobile application, desktop application, basically the channel or the presentation layer that you prefer. Servlog has two main features, let's say. One is this component approach that I was mentioning. The content that you can create, you can organize it in components, so it's super easy to link the content that you are creating with the presentation layer using one of the modern frameworks, let's say React, Vue, Svelte, Astro, Next.js. I can name all of them, but basically, if you see all these frameworks, they use a component approach to create the user interfaces. So the idea is that in Servlog, you can create the reflect of those components as content structures that you are going to use to create and manage the content of your project. And then the other cool feature that Servlog offers is a real-time visual editor that connects to your application, I mean to the real application, to generate a real-time before you run any build process, before you have to execute any task to create a preview of the content or a deploy of that content. So those are from my point of view, the two main features of a Servlog from a development point of view, let's say. My position at Servlog is a developer relations engineer. Well, actually, I'm a team manager of one of the areas of of one of
Nice.
the areas of the developer relations team at Servlog. We have three divisions or sub teams, let's say, in the developer relations team at Servlog. We have the solutions team, the documentation and learning team, and the community and events team. I'm the manager of the solutions solutions. So we don't actually work creating or editing Servlog. What we do is to work on all the satellite development, let's say, all the different developments, content, tutorials, guides, videos.
Years old now, but you were on FS Jam a while ago. You went into your history programming, and I thought that was a really great conversation. It's super cool to hear, though, that you're in more of a leadership role now, and that there's kind of these different aspects to the team. You even have a docs arm, so Dan Jatan would be very happy to hear that.
Do is try to talk, I would say, directly to the developers that are trying to implement a Servlog into their projects, and try to help them implement the solution, try to answer their questions or to see what are the main use cases for the tool, for the product. And after that, we'll try to engage with, we have three divisions or teams inside the developer relations team at Servlog, but we are always collaborating between us because, the people from the solutions team is not that they are not creating content or writing articles or they are not going to events, Well, actually, I came here to Miami to present the talk at React Miami. So you can see that we are like exchanging the different handling the different tasks, let's say.
Very cool. Yeah, I find that when you get into that type of role where you're working directly with people using the product, that's where some of the best learnings come from. Have there been things you've kind of learned about the product or the way people use it that surprised you or that you weren't expecting, or was it pretty much like what you're already expecting in terms of the issues and the things people are looking for?
Well, actually, it's very cool because you have like direct feedback from the people, right? I mean, you have people that is actually using the product every day, and they have a point of view that sometimes is not probably they don't fully align with what you think that it's. I wouldn't say better. Different developments are considering the ideas of the team. I mean, the store block team to have a bigger impact on their day-to-day work. I mean, I don't want to go super deep into store block features in particular, but I mean ways on how to have a better management of the content creation workflow. Talking to for them because they have to synchronize. It doesn't sound like a big issue, let's say, but when you are talking about a lot of people creating content at the same time and translating to many different languages, it can get complicated. So some features that they shared or some feature requests that they share with us, with Storyblog, was super helpful to drive the efforts of the product team of the Storyblog to try to get those features released as soon as possible.
Yeah, I would imagine, especially with the type of tool Storyblock is, something that's aimed at both developers and content creators or people working on the content, you probably work with. Do you also work with like non-devs, or do you work mostly with people who are on the dev side of the equation?
I would say with both. We are developers. We've been developers for many years, some of us, and the truth is that when you sit down with a developer, you can talk uh, about certain topics or with a certain language, let's say. But when you are working or creating a product that is used by different teams at a company and people from with different backgrounds or different interests, let's say, sometimes the urgencies are different, let's say. I mean, I can discuss with the developer something and probably you can find a temporary workaround, let's say, for a particular case or a particular situation. But when you are talking to the CEO of the company, let's say, or I don't know, the sales team of a company, like the urgency is different.
Totally. Do you have any questions, Scott, before we start getting into the topic of his talk?
No, I'm super excited for the talk. I do want to drop this real quick, y'all. If you're just joining us, thank you so much for joining us. We are live right now in Miami. But yeah, I just wanted to say, listen, if you want more value just like this, we do this every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Be sure to follow us. Go to our newsletter at javascriptjam.com and sign up if you haven't already. Don't want to miss out on the amazing things that Anthony's been putting into that every week. So, all right, moving on. Loving this. Let's go.
Yeah, let me make sure to drop a link for
tomorrow, but it's basically the possibility of offering custom experiences to the different users or the visitors of a website based on or behavioral how to say details that we can get from the visitors graphic information, the location of the people that is visiting our website, their interests. Actually, all that information, we can get that in different ways. But with all that information, the possibility of presenting them different content or specific content depending on their interest or content that we think that is going to be more interesting for them. And well, that group of techniques, let's say, it's called personalization. The talk that I'm going to present at the event tomorrow is related to personalization, some strategies that we can implement to personalize our projects. And well, we can see, how to implement that in a website and developing, using the tools that some frameworks offer us to create a website and how to, again, do this link between the details or the information that we are collecting from the visitors and the customer experience that we want to share with them.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you so much. Anthony, I can't hear you. I don't know. Can you, Facundo, can you hear Anthony?
During my talk, as it's pretty short, the time that we have to present, I will focus a little bit on Storyblok, but again, the call in general, the talk in general is
thing that comes up when people are using like site builder tools or anything that's going to give you some sort of preset.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can now.
Okay. Yeah, I think all three of our internets are kind of cutting in and out, so not super ideal. I should have upgraded my Wi-Fi at the hotel. But yeah, when it comes to like personalizing the look of a website, want to give you guardrails that are going to ensure it looks nice without having to design the whole thing yourself, but they also don't want every single website to look the same. So how do you balance those two things of giving
that you can personalize both the presentation or the user interface of your website, let's say, but you can also, I would say that it's more important, let's say, to focus on the content in particular, but some of those sections are automatically populated on different data that Amazon got from you. To, for instance, where products to Argentina, or just a limit amount of products are delivered to Argentina, the content that I would see in Amazon is different than the Switch games, let's say. The next time that I enter to the website, I will see suggestions of other Nintendo on each one of these cases. I mean, but what I wanted to say is that this personalization is not fully related to the presentation of that content or that personalized experience, right? You can use the same approach that you were using for your website, without the personalization part, to display this custom content. And at the end of the day, it's something that will fit if that's something that you are planning. Of course, that you have to do some evaluation to see what's the best way to present that custom content to the users. But I think that probably it's more important the content that you are providing.
All right, we're back in business.
We're back, y'all. We're back in business. Yeah, I did upgrade to the Wi-Fi, the advanced, and it still is kind of questionable.
Well, you're also on a rooftop, so that doesn't help.
Yeah.
They need to beam one of those satellites down to you.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Balloons or whatever the heck it is.
Uh-oh. Balloons in the sky, y'all. Let's keep this on the DL.
Yeah, just a reminder, if anyone out there wants to come up and ask any questions, Facundo, please come and join us. He is a wealth of knowledge. Any other big parts of kind of what you'll be talking about that you want to hit, or
I've been in this conference last year, the first edition, let's say, of the conference. And the cool thing is that you can attend to different talks related to different topics. Some of them are probably super technical, some of them are not. But the cool thing is that you have the possibility of listening to interesting people presenting, again, interesting topics that are going to resonate on your head after the conference. Besides all the networking that you can do and meeting a lot of cool people, right? But so what I wanted to present this time was my content more than planning to present during the talk, but different type of users. One of the concepts that I'm planning to present or mention during the talk is the segmentation. I mean, you need to segment the different type of users that you want to have a real-time review of how the content is going to look like for the different user types, let's say, or different segments of users that you are planning to talk to, let's say.
Yeah, when you're working with customers, what type of I mean, I imagine it's probably all over the place. Are there certain types of content you see people using?
And I can't hear you. I don't know if you are speaking, Anthony.
Scott, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Facundo, can you hear me?
Relay this question to Facundo. I was going to ask him if there's a certain type of content.
No, I can't hear anything. I'm not sure if I should do the magic of.
Can you not even hear Scott?
Facundo, can you hear me at all?
Let me shoot him a message.
Yeah, just tell him to jump off and jump back on. Honestly, I don't think it's the connection because my Wi-Fi signal is like fully up there. I think it's just the latency maybe of the connection. He's jumping out and jumping back in, it looks like.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Always fun with spaces.
Oh, yeah.
What's your experience with headless content management system, Scott?
Yeah. Hold on. Let's see if he's back up here. There we go.
Can you hear us now?
Is that better? Maybe.
Oh, you're good, man.
But were you able to hear me? I mean, or I was like...
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, it's you see a lot with Storyblok? Are people building blogs? Are they building marketing pages? I'm sure there's a little bit of everything, but is there something that is kind of more common that you see?
There are some type of, I mean, even though that a headless probably marketing websites. I mean, the blog is like a typical use case, let's say. So, I mean, you can use Storyblok in particular to create the content for a blog site. But lately, we are seeing more and more companies coming and asking for Storyblok for different use cases. Some of them are really cool, actually, and are original, let's say. But mainly, I would say e-commerce platforms, marketing websites, or landing pages. Those are probably the typical cases.
Word.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I figured that'd be the majority of the use case for sure.
So, what are you most excited about to do in Miami?
Cool. So I was lucky to be here before. I mean, it's not the first time that I've been in Miami. What I'm looking forward now is to meet some cool people in person again. I saw the speakers of React Miami conference. I saw the list of speakers, and I also saw on Twitter some people that is coming and attending to the conference, and I'm really looking forward to talk again to some people in person. Well, I mean, you two, Scott and Anthony, you are some examples of that great people that I'm talking about. I will be lucky to see you again in person. But yeah, I mean, for a person that lives in Argentina, which is pretty far away from the United States, having the possibility to travel here and see some people that I can't see very frequently is super cool. So I will try to see how to manage to make some time to talk to the different people that I will meet during these couple of days. Besides that, the city is looking cool, really cool. The weather is kind of nice. I mean, probably it's not super sunny, but if you're planning to walk around the streets or probably spend some time outside, I'm not a big fan of the super hot weather. So right now the weather is actually very fine from my point of view. So yeah, I expect a couple of cool, amazing days here in the city. How about you?
Scott, anything on your
Yeah.
docket?
Yeah, it is absolutely gorgeous out here. I mean, like you said, there's not a ton of sun, but there is a decent amount, to get to feel it on your skin at least a little bit. But yeah, I'm excited for, like Facundo said, meeting many of the people, or even just seeing again many of the people, in our space, and also the ability to go and try out all this amazing food that Miami has. I mean, holy cow! Like, I didn't realize how diverse it was in cultures here, and I mean, there's just so many to try from. I mean, I was watching a YouTube video last night, just kind of seeing, like, getting some ideas on where to possibly eat and stuff like that. But there's a lot of amazing options, so really looking forward to trying out some good food too. So for all the foodie lovers out there, if you ever visit Miami, it's a great place to try some great food from what I hear. So, another thing, Facundo, I mean, dude, like, I feel like, Facundo is probably like one of the guys that I have seen at pretty much every event I go to. And he's literally
Same.
he's
That's
literally
very true, man. That's very true.
he's literally at every event. You could just like rattle off some names probably right now, and he'd be like, "Yep, yep." Hello, Anthony. I can't hear you. Yeah, boy, space.
Media partners this time.
Oh, I heard
Oh,
you this time.
really?
Holy cow! There we go.
Are you going to do like a live podcast from the place?
That's the idea.
Remix at that point was just open sourced, let's say, and there were a lot of exciting things happening. conference that I was able to attend was but yeah, I mean, render was crazy. I mean, I don't know if they expected the amount of people that went to the conference, but it was really crowded of super cool people. The talks were amazing. Honestly, community and all the how to say movement. The but yeah, that's the idea basically. Um, but yeah, I mean that was really really cool. I mean each one of them had something different, or they were different events in general, but or different vibes. But the events in general were super super cool. Well, I mean React Miami was amazing last year too, and I'm really happy to be here again this year. The people was super cool. The after events each day were super cool too. So
Are on your doc.
to Athens, so I will spend a few more
Oh, I
days
like
after
your
this.
topic that you're doing there. Full stack composer.
We can chat again in this space before that talk, but yeah, yeah. I mean, I still have to sit down and prepare more of the world. I was able to attend to the one in Sao Paulo in Brazil. Um, in Athens because it's like how can we say the central version of the CityJS because the main organizers of the conference are from Athens. So I'm really looking forward to that conference too. And I will spend some days visiting and doing some tourism. So if you have any recommendation, feel free to share that with me.
Yeah, I've never been. I don't know if Scott has.
But no, I haven't been.
But yeah, I mean, besides CityJS, there are a couple more conferences in talks. I mean, they are not confirmed yet, but I hope to to announce them soon. So yeah, I mean, a busy year again. This year, I'm also focusing a little bit more on the community in Argentina, in Buenos Aires, my city, let's say, because I'm one of the organizers of React Buenos Aires, which is the biggest React community in Argentina, and we run a monthly meetup, in-person meetup in Buenos Aires, in different places. Whenever we have the chance to get an office from a developers in a different approach, let's say, but having the possibility of organizing a local meetup and a local community is super cool too, and I really enjoy doing that with a couple of friends. So yeah, I mean, we are putting a lot of effort there. We are trying to organize different type of Buenos Aires in Argentina, or you want to travel there, or if you are planning to travel to Buenos Aires, just ping me because we can tell you what's going on. but yeah, that's one of the get back to the life to I would say probably the biggest conference that happened in Argentina, or one of the biggest conference that happened in Argentina, that in 2020 it was going to happen again, and it was I mean we weren't able to do it, but we are planning to get back to life to the NodeConf Argentina, which is, I mean, it's not only about Node, it's like, I mean, it evolved and seeing what are the possibilities. We are discussing ideas, and I hope to have good news soon to share with the community. So yeah, again, if you are in Argentina or you are planning to go there, just let me know because cool things are happening.
Cool. Dropping links for all of these.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. Really exciting.
And I think I lost you again, so I will quickly jump off and on.
You lose both of us? Yeah.
Guess so.
All right. Well, we're getting close to the hour, so when he comes back, we can probably start wrapping it up.
Twitter Spaces is really acting up today. I don't think it's just the internet connection. I think there's more to it here. But
yeah. Yo.
Here I am again. Sorry.
It's okay. It's
I mean, I swear I'm trying to thing that I'm doing is muting myself when I'm not speaking and speaking when I have to speak.
It's nothing you're doing.
Yeah.
Just because it's like, it's a cold start problem of building a whole social network versus adding on a feature to an existing social network,
Totally. I think that something similar happened to Snapchat at that time, right? I mean, Instagram and other social networks started to introduce similar things, or at least, I don't know. In Argentina, it was a big thing at a certain time. Snapchat, and now they're not using that a lot. Not sure.
Yeah, by the time people who are using Snapchat are all using TikTok now, which is the general
TikTok, yeah.
People who are younger than me bucket.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I'm not saying that you are old, but I mean, the same happened to me.
I'm too old for Snapchat and TikTok, I can tell you that.
Anthony, if you're old, then that makes me old because I think I'm a little bit older than you. Not too much, but
yeah, I think both you guys are older than me.
Just by a couple of years. Yep. Well, this has been a fun space for sure with all the crazy audio issues. I mean, it's kind of crazy. Yeah. Hopefully Twitter gets this stuff worked out so that we can have better quality live sessions with folks. And it doesn't degrade. But hey, either way, it's been fun for sure. I do want to say one more time, if you have any dire questions, like, make sure you request to come up right now, because now is the time. Now is the time.
The time is now.
The time is now. Yeah, we would love to hear from you. And don't forget to follow us on JavaScript Jam. Don't forget to follow these amazing folks here, Facundo, and anybody else that you see there you got value from. Click on their face and follow them, because if you got value from them here, you're probably going to get value from them in other places, right? So, be sure to do that. And don't forget to go to javascriptjam.com and sign up for our newsletter. That's everything web development and JavaScript related. All the latest things that are happening in that space. So if you like that space, it's probably a good idea to follow it and subscribe. And Anthony puts some really great things in there every week that really do put a lot of value out. In fact, we keep getting more and more subscribers like every day, so it's pretty awesome. In fact, I think what we're going to do is maybe reach out to some folks who are subscribers and do like a poll and get some feedback, and not just that, but also maybe kind of get their like a testimonial or whatever you want to call it on how they're feeling about the newsletter and what their value they're getting from it, so that we can help people to better understand like what that's doing for other people, and they can relate. So, if you want to get involved in that poll and stuff, be sure to subscribe, because we're going to send out to the subscribers. So, awesome. Anthony, anything else?
No, I think that's probably about it. It was great chatting with you.
Are you going to the React documentary thing later?
Oh, that's tonight?
Yeah, that's tonight.
I probably should.
To participate on the space. Really enjoy this.
Awesome.
Yeah, are there any links or things you want to point people to before we close out?
I think that I can share that in this thread, right? But I saw that you, Anthony, were add a couple of links now. Links there. But yeah, I mean, if you follow me, you will see that I'm always sharing things. So that could be a
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can't wait to see you in person again here just in a few hours. So, and if you're at React Miami and you're coming or you're coming later on in the week or whatever it might be sure to swing by and say hi to us. We'll be there. Can't miss us. We're going to have a nice banner there and everything. So, and we will have, I think we're going to go live again, with, no, we are going to go live again during the event at the actual conference center. And we're going to be bringing on most likely a panel of a few of the speakers there at the event. And we're going to give you the opportunity to, ask some questions and it's the exact time here in the day. Probably sometime today we'll figure that out, and then we'll put that up on JavaScript Jam and give you the link to share and to set a reminder for yourself. So look forward to that. More to come, folks. We're here in the Miami. Bring the heat, baby. All right. Thanks. We love y'all. And we'll see you
Later.
in the next one.
On the next one.
Very soon. Woo! Nice.
Man,
All right, y'all.
that was cool.
All right, y'all. We'll see you very soon. Peace.
See you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.